Hi, YouTubers. Something important, something damn important. So I'm in the garage of my parents' house. Oh yeah, guess what I'll be doing? You can guess. You can probably guess. I'm smoking a nice big ass cigar. It's the big ass cigar for life. The house of keeping. Smoking this Gran Habano cigar. Nice big ass cigar is the big ass cigar for life. And I am also drinking some seltzer water right now, some sparkling water, and no, this is not alcohol. So that is the house of keeping, smoking a Gran Habano cigar, and I'm drinking a seltzer water, sparkling water. So right now up here in Massachusetts, be so damn cold here, damn hot here, damn. It is a very nice day up here. Probably in the 60s. It's been a kind of a cool, kind of pretty nice day overall. We got a little bit of rain earlier. I want to do a recap of my week, obviously. So Sunday, I went back to my apartment. Oh, car going by. Yeah, Sunday I went back to my apartment, and obviously I worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at Roach Brothers, the grocery store, doing the carts, nice big ass carts, like a big ass cigar. Obviously not farts, carts, nice big ass carts. That would be funny, big ass farts, like the big ass poots. So obviously not poops. Yeah, I'm getting off topic here. So obviously did the carts, and then let's see. Thursday, I saw my counselor, and obviously, like I said before, I'm not required to see a counselor, but I find it helpful to see a counselor. And we went to do some errands. We went to Wendy's, which is kind of like a fast food place. They sell like the old-fashioned hamburgers. I think most people know what a Wendy's is. And yeah, we went to Wendy's, and I got, let's see, chili, salad. I also got some Baconator fries. Actually, the first time I've had their fries since I went gluten-free. Now, the deal with Wendy's and their fries being gluten-free or not, the deal is they're not made with gluten. They're French fries because it's just potatoes. However, they are cooked in the same fryolator, so there is a high risk for cross-contamination. That's why they don't recommend the product to people with allergies, because they're cooked in the same fryolator. So because the breaded chicken they use, like their spicy chicken sandwiches and like crispy chicken on salads, is cooked in the same fryolator as the potatoes. Now, it's like some people react more significantly to cross-contamination, and actually the majority of people who are celiac would say absolutely, hell to the no, hell to the no, because obviously they would have a terrible reaction. I'm thankful they can say hell yes, hell yes. So anyway, and then we went from there to Target, which is a major department store, and we walked around, got some stuff, got some crap, and yeah, and then we sat down, had a cup of coffee at the there's like a little like Starbucks in Target, and basically, we had a cup of coffee. Then we went to the grocery store, and yeah, so. Then let's see, today I had the morning to myself. Yeah, had kind of a nice morning this morning, hence the name. And then my dad came and picked me up around 2:30. Nice big ass dad, like the big ass cigar. And we went to the typical ass liquor store in town, and they were actually doing tasting. So the liquor store has brought back tasting. Because obviously the numbers with I'm not gonna get too much into it, but things are heading in the right direction to a certain degree. So the store feels comfortable bringing back the tastings, which is like free samples of like liquor. So and they were doing a tasting of this very nice drink. I forget the name of the drink. Something mule, like the animal, the mule, like a jackass, or like an ass in general, like the word mule, like a donkey. you know, a nice big ass donkey, like a big ass cigar. And so I go up to the, you know, the tasting booth, and I say, "Oh yeah, what flavors do you have?" And they say, "Well, we have vodka, we have tequila." And I said, "Oh yeah, can I have a taste of the tequila?" Because I usually drink tequila. You know, I drink margaritas quite a bit. You know, well, not quite a bit, but when I'm out to dinner, I usually have a margarita. So, and then I was expecting him to ask for my ID, and he actually he didn't ask for ID. He just said, "Oh yeah, here's the taste of the tequila." And I said, "Oh, that's very good. That's very good tequila." And obviously, for last fucking time, I am 31 years old. I'm a grown ass man like a big ass cigar. So, anyway, so obviously, what he did was perfectly legal. It did surprise me a little bit that he didn't check my ID, because usually when they're doing tasting, they're told to be pretty damn careful, you know. And I was like, yeah, a little bit surprising he didn't check my ID. But, you know, I'm 31 years old. It's like, you know, I'm getting to that age where it's like, you know, you kind of look at somebody and say, yeah, you're clearly over 21. It's like, you know, because keep in mind, to drink legally, you only have to be 21. And I'm 31 years old, which means I've been of legal age to drink now for 10 years. It's like over 10 years. So, because my birthday's in April. So, I've been of legal age to drink now for over 10 years, you know, going on 10 years and a quarter. So, um, so it didn't surprise me that he really didn't card me, because, I mean, people are, it's like, you know, you look at the person, it's like, you know, yeah, you're definitely a grown ass man like a big ass cigar, right? And then my dad and I went to Roche Brothers. We went to the grocery store, and got some stuff. Um, you know, got lots of nice stuff. Got some healthy foods like hummus and guacamole and peppers, not peckers, but peppers. And I might be doing a video this week on the Serrano peppers. Look forward to that. Maybe I'll be doing a 5 Serrano pepper video, not pecker video, but pepper video. So might be doing that. So yeah, the last time I did that video of me eating the habaneros, I think I kind of overdid myself. Not so much in the video, because I know people have seen this past Monday, a video where I ate 6 habanero peppers, not peckers, but peppers. And one person actually said in the comments, "Oh, you realize you can end up in the hospital?" That's not the case. No. That's a complete, for the most part, a rumor. You would have to eat a really fucking hot pepper to end up in the hospital. That's kind of, with habaneros, jalapenos, serrano peppers, you'd have to eat like 100 of them. And by no means am I encouraging people to do that shit. It's like, you know, so, but I mean, yeah, you'd have to eat like 200 or 300 of those to end up in the hospital. What I was saying was, you can feel like pretty like sick, but not end up in the hospital. I mean, Monday night I kind of overdid myself with the peppers, and also spicy food in general. Um, Yeah, so I had actually a total on Monday night of 9 habanero peppers, and I had some jalapenos also. I also had quite a bit of milk, and I also had a ton of garlic on my mashed potatoes. And boy, oh boy, did I have a stomach ache. I felt really shitty. It's like, you know, I went to bed, I had terrible acid reflux, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that shit again. It's like, you know, as in bullshit is bullshit. You know, I mean, bullshit can be bullshit, you know, but it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that crap again. It's like, you know. So I think next time, I think I'm going to stick with the peppers and the milk. It's like, you know, I think the combination of the peppers, not peckers, but peppers and milk and garlic. I mean, all that garlic. Garlic is very gassy. Just kind of really upset my stomach. So really kind of fucked up my stomach. So yeah, not really that pleasant. But obviously, to answer the question, you know, can you end up in the hospital? not really. It's like, like I said, to end up in the hospital with eating like regular traditional hot peppers, you'd have to eat a ton of them. It's like, and I'm not encouraging you or glorifying you in any way, shape, or form to do that shit. It's like, so, I mean, you'd have to eat a ton of them. It's like, eating 4 or 5 or 6 habaneros, your tongue might be on fire for like, 15 minutes, but you're not going to end up in the hospital. Now, if you were talking about a Carolina Reaper, freaking Carolina Reaper, that's a little bit of a different story. So if you ate like 10 of those, yeah, I could see you ending up, potentially in the emergency room. It's like, probably more or less just throwing up. So, probably you couldn't stop like throwing up, But no, habaneros, keep in mind habanero peppers, not peckers, but habanero peppers were kind of the original hot pepper before people started coming out with like crazy hybrids. It's like, all these crazy hybrids people have nowadays, like the ghost pepper, the scorpion pepper, the Carolina Reaper, all these, I keep calling the Carolina Reaper, it's actually the Carolina Reaper. Caroline is a name, so Carolina Reaper. Yeah, all these super, super hot peppers, dragon breath pepper, pepper X, are all these super hot peppers. It's like, habaneros were kind of, and you can buy habaneros at any grocery store. It's like, Stop and Shop, Wegmans, Roche Brothers, Shaw's, any kind of like Kroger, any kind of grocery store. Pretty much anything you can find like a grocery store is not gonna like knock you on your ass unless you're just overly sensitive. I'm not trying to like encourage you or like, say, oh, go ahead and, knock yourself out. It's like, because again, that's not allowed. It's like, so, I mean, you'd have to eat a ton of habanero peppers to end up in the hospital. So, I mean, a ton of them. So, I might be doing a video of the serrano peppers, which aren't as hot as habaneros, but they can still burn your tongue. So, and yeah, so I'm home at my parents' house till Sunday, and yeah, so tomorrow my parents and I will probably do takeout. From a restaurant. Last weekend, my dad and I went to a restaurant here in town, and we had a very good time. So I never really did a recap of that. So I can do a recap of that right now. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, it's kind of smoky. So my dad and I went to the restaurant in town, not gonna say the name of the restaurant, and we had a very good time. Yeah, we didn't have to wait at all. We went to the restaurant, we were seated right away, and let's see, then I ordered for a drink at the restaurant, a margarita at this restaurant, and I didn't get carded. So the server, the waitress, she didn't card me. So again, I'm starting to really look around that age where it's like, yeah, you look at me, it's like, especially I'm sitting there with somebody who's most likely my dad, who is my dad. Yeah, it's like, and how many, I mean, honestly, how many, parents are gonna let their, their underage person, drink? It's like, their underage, child drink. I mean, not many. It's like, I think if you look, my age, it's like, you're like 31 years old and you're with your father, you're with your mother, your parents. It's like, yeah, I think the chance of you getting, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, there could be places that really do card you still if they're being really careful. But I mean, it's like your odds of getting carded are less and less because, I mean, first off, a parent would have to be stupid to let their kid drink underage. That's just stupid and idiotic. It's like, that's just stupid. It's like, and second off, it's like, I look like an adult. It's like, I'm a grown-ass man like the Big Ass Cigar. And if she had asked for my ID or my license, I would have been more happy. I already had my ID out. I already had my license, my wallet out, my nice big-ass wallet like the Big Ass Cigar. I was all ready to, give her my ID and, say, this is my date of birth, etc., etc. It's like, so she had said, can I see your ID? She's like, oh yeah, here's my ID. It's like, and she may very well see, see my wallet on the table. It's like, and it's like, I think she kind of got the impression that, yeah, this person is at least 21. It's like, and I don't look 21. It's like, I look a lot older than 21. I think I look at least, I would say at least 25 or 26, if not 27. And I'm 31 for the last damn time. It's like, so my whole point is, the whole freaking point is, I'm not saying restaurants shouldn't be careful. What I'm saying is, I kind of really look like, yeah, you're definitely old enough. You're definitely following the rules. You're being a good boy, nice big ass good boy, and you're really following the rules. It's like, oh shit. Ah, crap. Drop the ash. Damn. So, yeah, I mean, I think she got the impression that I was definitely old enough. So, and yes, the last damn time I'm 31 years old. So, anyway, so, and then I, for dinner at the restaurant, I got prime rib, and I got some side of mashed potatoes, and I also got a side of coleslaw. I love coleslaw, and I also got some mashed potatoes. I also got, like I said, prime rib that comes with a little dish of like horseradish sauce. I love horseradish. And yeah, and then my dad got steak tips, and he also got some rice pilaf, and he also got some broccoli, nice big ass broccoli, like the big ass cigar. And then I didn't order any dessert. We got a dessert to bring home to my mother, a nice big ass mom, like the big ass cigar. Then my dad and I went to a Dairy Queen on the way home, and yeah, so which is a Dairy Queen is like an ice cream place. And I got a Blizzard, so which is like an ice cream treat. So I was very pleased with how that went. Very pleased. And yeah. So I apologize for a little bit of a glare on the camera. It's very sunny outside right now. And yeah, so I had a fun time with my dad at the restaurant. And yeah, so probably go out to dinner again, maybe in like 6 weeks, probably go to a different place. And I was also the one who paid for it because, my dad's retired now, and he's retired from work, and money's a little bit tighter, so I took the liberty of paying for the dinner. So I paid for the dinner myself, and actually yeah, it was this past week, yeah, at the restaurant, and the week before when we went out to, we got takeout from a different place, a pizza place. I paid for that dinner also. So I've been very generous with my own money, paying for, because I know that money's a little bit tighter right now. So, obviously we're not poor, but I mean, money's a little bit tighter because my dad is retired. So, so yeah, I'm a good son by paying for dinner. But I think this weekend it's probably my dad's turn to pay for dinner because the last 2 weeks I've paid for dinner myself. So anyway, I do enjoy going out to like a sit down restaurant as opposed to like getting takeout because I do enjoy sitting and talking. I enjoy sitting and talking, and having a fun time. So it is fun to sit at an actual formal restaurant and actually have a conversation, and I enjoy ordering a drink, and it's always a little bit interesting to see if I will get carded or not, because there's always that possibility they will ask for ID, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm old enough. That's fine.
Is Nixie still out?
I think she's still out, yeah.
Oh, now directing a little.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Okay, that was just my mom. So my mom just came to the garage and she was just getting a package that was delivered today by Amazon Prime, and also she was getting a laundry basket. So and she was also asking if my cat was still outside. She's like, it's Misi, who's the cat. The cat's name is Misi, and she's still outside because we try to get her in at nighttime because obviously nighttime's not a safe time for a cat to be outside. You're a nice big ass cat, like the big ass cigar. So anyway, yeah. So like I said, I really enjoy going out to a restaurant. Really enjoy having conversation and having a drink or two. So I tend to only have one drink. So I don't go crazy. Like I said, I'm not really that much of a heavy drinker, so I don't really go that crazy. I usually just have one drink a day, and actually yesterday I didn't even have a drink, so I kind of wasn't even in the mood because all I had in my apartment for alcohol was bourbon. I was like, yeah, I'm not really in the mood for bourbon. I just had bourbon on Wednesday. It's like yeah, I try to stay away from hard liquor. It's like I mean, I probably drink hard liquor like maybe 6 times a month at the most. And I try to stay away from hard liquor as much as possible. It's really bad for you. So, yeah, like 4, 5, 6 times a month I'll have hard liquor. But I mean, I didn't have wine. I didn't have like a cider. So I was like, yeah, I didn't even want to have a drink. So, anyway, so that is about it. You're gonna shut the camera now. Have a nice night. Pretty fucking cool.